పౌరాష్టకం ఓపెన్ చేస్తుంది మీ ఫోన్లో. ఇంగ్లీష్ ఉంటుంది ఉండదు, నిన్న మొన్న వచ్చినట్లేదు. First I'll sing Mataji.
Okay.
Then we will.
Instruments a lot of వాయించుకుంటే
No, we don't need the instrument. No, we cannot get with the instruments.
నేను ఇది ఒకటి ఇట్లా
సరిగ్గా రాకుంటే సిద్ధ అయిపోతుంది. అంటే just singing is better.
చూస్తా. ట్రై చేస్తా. ప్రసిద్ధం నవనీత చౌరం
Two lines.
Two lines. ప్రసిద్ధం నవనీత చౌరం గోపాంగనానాం చదుకుల చౌరం
ప్రసిద్ధం నవనీత చౌరం గోపాంగనానాం చదుకుల చౌరం
అనేక జన్మార్జిత పాప చౌరం చౌరాగ్రగణ్యం పురుషం నమామి.
అనేక జన్మార్జిత పాప చౌరం చౌరాగ్రగణ్యం పురుషం నమామి.
రజే ప్రసిద్ధం నవనీత చౌరం గోపాంగనానాం చదుకుల చౌరం
వ్రజే ప్రసిద్ధం నవనీత చౌరం గోపాంగనానాం చదుకుల చౌరం
క్షీరాధికాయ హృదయస్య చౌరం నావాంబుదౌష్యామలకాంతి చౌరం
శ్రీరాధికాయ హృదయస్య చౌరం నామాంబుధశ్యామలకాంతి చౌరం
పాదాశ్రితానాం చ సమస్త చౌరం చౌరాగ్రగణ్యం పురుషం నమామి.
పదాశ్రితానాం చ సమస్త చౌరం చౌరాగ్రగణ్యం పురుషం నమామి.
ఆకించనాకృత్య పదాశ్రితం య కరోతి భిక్షుం పతిగేహలీనం.
ఆకించనీకృత్య పదాశ్రితం య కరోతి భిక్షుం పతిగేహలీనం.
తేనాప్యేన
सर्वेन्द्रियाणि प्राणश्च कृत्वा मम सर्वमेव
कालाशयेतुत्रधृतोऽजचौर त्वं भक्तिदामांसि मया निरुद्ध
पलायते कुत्र धृतो जचौर त्वं भक्तिदाम्नासि मया निरुद्ध
रसे प्रसीदं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां चतुकुलचौरं
व्रजे प्रसीदं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां चतुकुलचौरम्
क्षीरस्त्रिदोरं यमपाशबन्धं दीनस्त्रिभीमं भवपाशबन्धं
क्षीणस्त्रिघोरं यमपाशबन्धं दीनस्त्रिभीमं भवपाशबन्धम्
चिन्तस्ति सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धम्
क्षीणस्ति सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धम्
व्रजे प्रसीदं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां चतुकुलचौरं
व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां चतुकुलचौरम्
मन्मानसे तामसारासि घोरे कारागृदुःखमये निबद्ध
मन्मानसे तामसरासि घोरे कारागृदुःखमये निबद्ध
लभस्वरे चौर हरे चिराय स्वाचौर्यदोषितमये वदन्तम्
लभस्वरे चौरहरे चिराय स्वचौर्यदोषोचितमेव दण्डम्
व्रजे प्रसीदं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां चतुकुलचौरं
व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचौरं गोपाङ्गनानां चतुकुलचौरम्
कराग्रे वसे सदा हृदये मध्ये मद्भक्तिपाशधृतबन्धनानिच्छलसन् त्वं कृष्ण हे प्रलयकोटिशतान्तरेऽपि सर्वस्य चौरहृदयं न विमोचयामि
सर्वस्य चौरहृदयान्मोचयामि
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा
Can start the class, huh?
అక్కడే కూర్చొని చెప్తావా లేదు చెప్పు అక్కడే కూర్చోండి కూర్చోండి
Tell me where you are. Boss is the boss. I was hearing today one of the topic, like, what is destiny and what is duty. So we will talk about on this part, and I think once when we understand this, what is a destiny, what is a karma, and what is our duty or dharma, responsibility. So when we understand this, then in a right perspective, right way, then we can progress materially as well as the spiritual also. So I thought like this is a very interesting topic and important topic for every one of us. So we can discuss on this one. So we all it is not like a kind of class. We just discuss individual opinions. Also we take it where we think is like destiny, where we think this is a like our responsibility or duty. Right? So we'll do a quick prayer. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we have a small group, but we can make it when we are a small group, we can make it a quality group also. So we have that opportunity now. So in many situations, even in the devotional, we hear that, oh, Krishna plan. Right? How many of you heard this? Anything happening, they say like, oh, it may be the Krishna plan. If the program cancelled in the park and it happened here, we think like, oh yeah, Jagannath plan is that. Right? So we come to this level. And anything in our lifetimes happening, we think like everything is Krishna plan. And we do our own plans also. But still we say that Krishna plan. Right? So because we are not, if we understand that way, that means we are not understanding the right way also, the Krishna consciousness. Right? So if we see that, what do you think as a Prabhuji, like destiny means? Let's understand what is destiny and what is karma. Then what is our duty? Duty means it is a dharma. Right? So what do you think, Prabhuji?
Prabhuji, from my point of view, destiny may be materialistically or spiritually. Materialistically, maybe students will study to become doctors or engineers. As an employee, I'll progress to get better opportunities in life. Spiritually, to get a blessings of Krishna, Lord Krishna.
Okay.
This is my point.
That is the
Correct.
destiny.
Yes.
Destiny. Prabhuji, what do you think the destiny is?
Same like Prabhuji said. Student wants to become, graduates and
Right.
same thing. So in the spiritual world, become master.
Oh, okay. So, like I'll speak on one of the event which has happened in Ramayana. When the Rama about to coronate the kingdom, and King Dasharatha said like, okay, you are going to be a king tomorrow morning, get ready. And Rama went to the home and preparing with the Sita. And early morning he got the call and saying that go to the Dasharath. And Dasharath, he came to know that he had to leave to the forest. And then, like a Rama was like nothing is happening, no expression changing, anything is happening in Rama's face. He was like just peaceful and he knew what is going to happen. But Lakshmana, he said like, I am going to declare war on the Dasharath, my own father, and I'll see who can stop, becoming a king, you becoming a king. And at that time, Rama said, Lakshmana, calm down. This is all my destiny. Because in my destiny it is there that I should go to the forest. That's why I'm going to the forest. Because of, actually, if that in that situation, if we all there, immediately we can speak injustice, or we fight with the father, or we fight with anyone, right? And but we never take that as a destiny. Because imagine, in a couple of hours he is going to become a king of the whole universe, and in that moment it's like you are going to the forest for 14 years. Look, that is such an injustice, but still Ramachandra tolerated it. And he tolerated it, and he's saying that this is my destiny. But let's take another situation from the Rama itself. When Ravana kidnapped Sita, and did Rama say that it is my destiny?
No.
Okay, this is a Sita destiny. What can we do? This is my destiny, right?
No.
See, when we see this situation, then what did Rama felt here? When Ravana kidnapped Sita,
Rama has to save Sita, protect, because that is his duty.
duty is there. So there is a dharma. The dharma of the husband is to protect. And we might say that even in the first incident also, if this is here dharma, there is also dharma. What is the dharma? As the elder son, he is supposed to be the king. So still there is a dharma there. But Rama there, he mentioned that it is my destiny. And here he says like, this is my husband. Then he had to go, searched Sita, whole forest, and he was asking, he was crying, he was waiting.
Dharma changed according to the situation.
That's what we have to understand here. So why Rama didn't say that it is my dharma? Because as the elder son, he's supposed to be the king. Right? That is what the Shastra says it, speaks about it. And even Dasharatha also said that, Rama, you arrest me. You have every right to arrest me. You can put me in a jail and you become a king. And that still it is a dharma. Even Dasharatha said this word.
As a son, he has to follow.
No, right, but this is also his order too. This is also his order. Father said, and when we heard, even Dasharatha did not say that you go to forest 14 years. He heard from Kaikeyi, this is what your father's wish. But Rama took that as his destiny. And even Dasharatha said like, you arrest me and you become a king. And he didn't take that as a destiny. This small essence, if we understand that, then our life becomes so beautiful. What do you think now? Anything we can comment here?
Yeah, situation, based on situation, dharma changes. Maybe dharma sukshma is there.
Yeah, dharma sukshma. Here, dharma sukshma is Rama wanted to, Rama is seeing the higher perspective of the dharma. Because of, he wanted to, fulfill the whatever his dharma, his word compared to father had given a word to Kaikeyi. So to fulfill father's words is not that to obey the father orders. See, obey the father order is one level, but the fulfill the father's wish and his promise, that's one level. And Rama wanted the parampara, like a Dilip and every emperor in his, like a kingdom, they were everyone following the higher principles, higher dharma. And that was the reason, higher dharma. So because of the higher dharma, and he wanted to establish such a, like a idealistic king, idealistic son. So that's why he said, this is my destiny, I'll be going there. But there, that was his responsibility there. Right? So this is the very, like a small sukshma level of the dharma and the destiny. And like many of the devotees also say that. I'll give another example. Devotees say that, like like this is Krishna plan, like the wife and husband is breaking. Or, they say that many things are happening. They say that this is a, like Krishna plan. Is it really Krishna is planning anything for us? What is the comment? Is he planning? He says, like, we know that, Brahma Samhita, Sarva Kaarana Kaaranam. And if he is the Sarva Kaarana Kaaranam, then Hiranyakashipu, like is torturing the son. And Hiranyakashipu might say, oh, is everything is Sarva Kaarana Kaaranam. Krishna is planning everything. Is that right way of understanding it?
No.
Huh?
No, wrong.
That's the
Okay, we have some free will. We have to decide which is the good and which is the bad. Is that correct?
right. So this is what the question for you are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have some free will, and we have to follow through Shastra, and we have both good and bad, but we have to follow the Shastra, and similarly we have some free will, and we have to choose which one we go. Maybe that is my opinion.
Okay. So even Hiranyakashipu asks, where are you getting all this energy? You are not fearful. And Prahlada says that, like wherever you are getting all this energy, and where you are getting all this, Brahma got the energy. Brahma got the energy, and I am also getting the same energy.
Okay.
So since I am getting the same energy, means Krishna is the torturing Prahlada? No?
No.
Because there is a cause and effect. So Krishna is the cause of the causes, but not the effect. Effect is that, as she said, like free will. Because Hiranyakashipu wanted to torture, because his free will, is using his karma, there is a destiny to torture him. Not Krishna planned to torture him. But we understand that way. And as a Gruhastha, we have a duty also. If we come to our level, if we understanding that principle, and we have our own Gruhastha Dharma also. Gruhastha responsibility. What is the Gruhastha responsibility? Taking care of the family, right? And the individual needs as well as fulfilling. And the ultimate Dharma is everything we follow at the level of Gruhastha should lead closer to Krishna. Right? So, and one time Rama tolerated it, and another time Rama did not tolerate it. He took the action. So we need to understand that where to take, the action and where to tolerate it. If we understand this philosophy correctly, then we can use them, correctly. Otherwise, we may say that, like a Krishna, Sarva Kaarana Kaaranam, he's planning everything. Then how can we become, what kind of person we become? We become a lazy, intellectual lazy, right? Everything happens by the mercy of Krishna. I slap someone, yeah, Krishna mercy. And imagine that, when we go to the hospital with so much problems, and doctor says, yeah, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that this is dukkhalayam ashashvatam, and this is whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Then like a patient will be like he dies there only.
He has action. Okay, he has to take action.
So he has to take the responsibility. He has to take the action there. He shouldn't speak that philosophy there. Right? It's like, if it's there, you're going to survive, you're going to survive, otherwise you are going to die. And like immediately, he runs away from it. So that is not a, like a right understanding yet.
Okay, understand.
So the philosophy doctor read the Bhagavad Gita, but he was not applying it properly, right? Perspectively, right? So these are the smallest things we need to understand it. And if another situation is like a politician says that he loot everything, and he's like, yeah, Sarva Kaarana Kaaranam, Krishna is the cause of all the causes. What can we do? Right? So this is what the people.
Krishna is very tricky. In the Bhagavad Gita also he mentioned all the tricky parts. How can we understand it easily?
No, but the Krishna says that in a Chatushloki. What chapter? Chatushloki Bhagavatam Krishna spoke in 10th chapter. 10th chapter, 10th shloka, or the 10.10. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tvam. If you worship me and you pray for me, you hear, you work for me, and you do the devotional service to me, then what is Krishna is saying? I give the dadami buddhi yogam. Buddhi. Krishna is not saying just the buddhi. Buddhi is what? Why? Buddhi is, like we use our intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence. And if anything happened, then what do we say? Oh, why this is happening to me? And we start analyzing it, like mentally and at the intelligence level also. And then we make the decision accordingly. But Krishna is not saying that I give the only buddhi. He says that he gave the buddhi yogam. Yoga means connection. Yoga means connection. So I give the buddhi. So using that buddhi, you will discriminate where to tolerate and where to take the action. And then finally you come to me. One step closer to Krishna. So this is what we need to understand it. If the tolerance, any situation, if we tolerate it, if that takes us one step closer to Krishna, then we can tolerate. And if if we act like Arjuna said, like, Arjuna was seeing that in the battle, it's a destruction, right? He says, like, I am not going to fight. Then what did Krishna say? Krishna supported Arjuna? No. He said, like, no, you should fight it. He made him to fight. And he made him to cause of all the destruction. Why? Because with that, and Krishna, the Arjuna became closer to Krishna. By fighting, Arjuna became closer to Krishna. Right? So this is what we all have to understand it. What is the real intelligence is, try to figure it out. What is the cause? Real cause. Not the the regular cause of it. The real cause. And that intelligence, if it helps going closer to Krishna, then we can hear it. Like in the friend circle or within the family, and especially fathers and mothers, being we are the fathers and mothers and the friends, and we think that we know better. And what do? We start giving advices. Right? So when the advice come, especially when advice come from the father or mother, and we just take it because we think that okay, they are helping us, but we have to analyze. We have to use that buddhi. With this, by accepting this advice, are we going closer to Krishna? That advice, is it closer to helping to go closer to Krishna, or it is helping us to drag away from Krishna? If it is dragging away from Krishna, then forget about that. Because we have a right to say that. If we don't reject it, then that advice will drag us away. Right? So this is very, very important. Right? So then the responsibility. Then what is the responsibility? Responsibility means we act. And the destiny means we tolerate. Right? So we tolerate it. And when to tolerate? If something is happening, let's say I wanted to, as Prabhuji said, yes, I want to become a doctor. To become a doctor, I said that, Sarva Kaarana Kaaranam, if in my destiny, and if I become a doctor, then I become a doctor. Then I play here, I play there, and all this. We're never going to become a doctor. And if I say that, okay, I'm driving, I was like, oh yeah, Krishna will take care of me. And I drive closing my eyes and eating popcorn, and all over. And, completely depending on Krishna. Then what is going to happen? Is that the destiny is that? No. So after using all our physical, mental, intellectual, every energy, then still we couldn't able to do that. Couldn't able to achieve it. Then we leave it to destiny, my karma. Right? Because without putting our efforts to, then if we say that it is my destiny, then it is useless. Right? So, but many of the devotees also not properly utilizing it. Because we think like, okay, I am maintaining, because this destiny is again two ways, materialistic one and the, if I wanted to become a rich, then I have to work hard. And some people, they work hard. And how many of the people are, if you see that in Albany itself, how many people are working so hard to make money? And by making that money, is it helping them to go closer to Krishna? Or it is helping to go away from Krishna? If that hard work is not helping going closer to Krishna, then what is the use of hard work? There is no point of doing all that hard work. And if taking the action, working so hard will help us to go to Krishna, then why not? We work hard. Right? So ultimate goal should be going closer to Krishna. So I was hearing this, and in the one place in Ramayana, Vibhishan also does that. What did Vibhishan do? Vibhishan tolerated every action by the Ravan, right? Because Ravan was doing all the nonsense things only. Vibhishan knew very well whatever Ravan is doing is wrong. But when Ravan kidnapped Sita, that time he did not tolerate. He went front and he said like, whatever you have done is wrong. You go and hand over Sita to Rama and take the shelter of Rama. And Ravana did not listen. Then what action Vibhishan took? He left his own brother. All these years, personally, he was so much trouble giving, but still Vibhishan tolerated it. But because this is a higher dharma, because Vibhishan is such a righteous person, and doing that activity, he did not tolerate it. Then he left him and he joined with Rama, and he gave the clue how Ravan can die. And he became a cause of the death of the Ravan also. So these are the situations we have to understand.
Even Mandodari also suggests Ravana, right?
Yeah, as a wife, she does her own job. It's like, yes, this is wrong. But she never influenced. Because this is another point we have to understand it. So influence means you have to do it. Because this is wrong, you shouldn't do it. Telling one thing, one level, for the information, hey, whatever you are doing is wrong. And boldly she decided it. She told him. And Ravan did not listen. Then, since Ravan did not listen, she didn't even give the divorce also. She tolerated it. Because her responsibility is, she has to stick with him. So she, took the duty as a prime. That's why she became one of the Panchamahakanya. Out of 5, she became one. Though she is a wife of the demon, and she became that, She's become that powerful.
Mandodari.
Yeah,
Who
Mandodari.
is four? Another four?
The Kunti or Sita, Draupadi, Tara,
Draupadi, Tara,
and Ahalya. Yeah, so they are all, and even Tara is also. And Tara husband is Vali. He is such a demonic nature. But still Tara became one of the Panchakanya. Because of their, exhibiting their, great qualities and their responsibilities also. So this is very, very important in this case.
Prabhuji, I
Yes.
have a question.
Yes, Prabhu.
You talked about Hiranyakashipu perspective. How do we understand the destiny from the Prahlad perspective?
Prahlad
Because
perspective.
he was not having any idea, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Just
that's why he did not even protest. When they were trying to kill with the elephants or with many weapons, Prahlad knew very well. Can Prahlad, fight against Hiranyakashipu? Prahlad knew that even if I use a little effort, if I put little effort, it is going to be useless. So that's why, see, knowing the strength and the same, knowing of his own strength and knowing his own duty also, because he is a son. He can't even fight with the father.
True.
So he is fulfilling that principle, duty principle, as well as knowing the strength, then and then the strength of the Lord Krishna. That's why instead of putting the effort there, he was just completely having faith on Lord Krishna. So he knew that both sides. So he was tolerating it, and not even. That's why by seeing the Prahlad tolerance, then Hiranyakashipu got fearful. Look at that. How dangerous this tolerance is. Because that's why he asked her. He was thinking that he will scare the Prahlad. But Prahlad is such a, no one can see on his face little fear also. By seeing that, Hiranyakashipu was fearful.
Because of the small age, he has that
No.
much faith on Krishna. That is the
No,
reason?
not the small age.
Uh-huh.
Because of the he is a previous.
Okay, previous.
Because Lord Mercy is there. See, this is another thing. That's a good point. Lord Mercy is going to be there on some jivas. Right? Because Sarva Kaarana Kaaranam. Like if we see the Annamaya, take the Annamaya, or Bhakta Tukaram, or Bhakta Ramadas. So Lord Mercy is already there. And the Lord, taking their destiny towards him. Right? But we are not that level of the souls. Right? So that's why we need to act. We need to know where to act and where to tolerate. And which instruction need to follow and which instruction not to follow. So then we go in the right way. Right? Any other comment? So anything, we do our best.
Sorry.
Yeah.
In the Ramayana, the mantra also advise.
Yeah, Kaikeyi.
Is the why Kaikeyi took mantra advice? She don't have enough knowledge, or she influenced by her words?
No, the Sangha.
Oh.
The effect of the Sangha. So we hear so many kathas, so many classes, but still, we are at the same level. But actually that is not the Sangha. We don't even tolerate anything. We fight for small things. We argue with smaller things. And we hear 3 hours, 4 hours katha. We go to the pravachanas. When we see some of the pravachanas, some of them, they say, excellent, he is a great pravakta. He speaks so nicely. Hours and hours. People sit there, hear it. Then as soon as they come home, then they fight with the wife, they fight with the children, they fight with the neighbors, they fight with the family, and everyone. Even the small things, even in the buses, if something touches, hey. They hear all these kathas because there is no effect. That means that is not the right Sangha. When we have the Sangha, we automatically adapt all these qualities. If they are not coming in our way, means so our Sangha is not right.
Our Sangha is not right, or someone is influenced.
No, the Sangha is not right, because here Kaikeyi is associating with the Mantara, right? And a Mantara and a few things are there. When Mantara spoke with Kaikeyi, she spoke couple of points actually. All these years, because it's a personal level and the relative level, and there is the generation level. She used three of them. One reason she said that all these years you are enjoying as a queen. The king Dasharatha was not considering Kaikeyi as a queen. And now when Rama becomes a king, then Kausalya is going to be the Rajamata. Rajamata is going to enjoy all the opulences. Then by keeping that in her mind, this Kausalya, then she is going to treat you as a slave servant. Then it is a jerk, right? That's one thing she spoke. And the second thing, the Janak, King Janaka, and this Ashwapati, this Kaikeyi father, they both have a enemy to each other. And now Dasharatha is they both friends. Dasharatha is like in middle. And when Rama becomes a king, and the Janaka is the uncle, right? So then, with the influence of the Janaka, he is going to arrest your father. Mantara spoke this also. And now, third one she uses it. And if Rama becomes it, Rama's son is going to be the king. And your son has to serve the Rama. And when Rama's son is going to be the king, then your son has to be the servant of that. And your grandson also be the next generation. So you are not going to get it.
Completely.
So she used these three levels. And immediately Kaikeyi felt like, wow, she is my well-wisher. Immediately she felt it. Then she's like, I was all the years I was thinking you have a hatchback and like you look so ugly. But now I see you as the most beautiful woman. She says that, literally. You are the most beautiful woman. You think like, Mantara is beautiful? No. And the Mantara also keeping that one time Rama, like a released arrow on her hatchback. And they joked it. Lakshmana and everyone, all the kids laughed at her. And she kept that in her mind. That many years. And she wanted to take that personal revenge also on Ramachandra. Who knows what is the intention is. That's why we have to understand that what is the intention versus the Krishna is the only the sanctioner, because Bhagavad Gita says.
But mantras is a bad intention. Still that is working there, but we are having good intention. Then what about ours also work there?
Yeah, because we keep on telling bad things.
No, but the bad one strike them. Good one doesn't strike. Because a good association, it takes long time. But the bad association, it just clicks. Because we are in that world already.
Because
default, we are also there.
The circumstances in the future, right? Yeah. She thought maybe that is right. That is the reason.
Because she connected to those points. It is true. But she did not understand that Kausalya is not going to do that. And Rama loves more than Kausalya, the Kaikeyi. She knew that, but still, the instant thing is working there. And when she influenced it, and she gave the good plan also. So this is what happening, today's world. Every like more influence. Especially the girls are influenced by the parents. Dangerously. That's the main
Now
problem.
Kali Yuga especially mothers.
Yeah.
In my
Prabhuji,
case
Treta Yuga is only 25% of badness and 75% goodness. At that time itself, this happened that way. Now, please imagine in Kali Yuga what we have.
No, that's why mothers are taking up all the mantra role now. Every mother is taking the mantra role. See, what is the duty? You know, so the kids, they are the innocent kids. And who should teach them? School will not teach what the values and ethics all. And whose responsibility is there? Only the mother. And if a mother knows what is right, what is wrong, what is our responsibility versus where to tolerate and all that, then the mother can teach the kids. If the mother doesn't know, and all mothers know is what is that? The selfishness. Me, mine. Me, mine. And they always, because of that is what their knowledge is. And because of the tongue, the vacho vegam, and they wanted to speak, they wanted to protect. How much they can protect it with giving the selfish advices. That's why today, like every family there, the fightings are happening because of the wrong advices. Like the same mantra. So that's why all the mothers are taking the mantra role today.
Before previous days, mother-in-law, always.
No, mother-in-law job was to make her to tolerate. Because of the mother-in-law, they learn the tolerance. One side, mother-in-law is the better. Because she's learning them the tolerance, how to tolerate. Because many things are going to come. Many people you are going to deal with it. Many, situations you have to deal with it. And we think that everything should work according to our way. This is our nature, right? If that not working according to our way, then we think like that they are our enemies. But we don't know that because of even the Krishna's mercy will come through the enemies only. Who knows? Because Krishna never gives the faith only the way we like it. Krishna gives the faith, like the mercy, what is the benefit to us. So that benefit can slap us, someone can slap us. By slapping that, then our path can change. Anytime if someone is criticizing that one, so it is helpful for us actually. We become better. But if someone is doing all the good, take care of this, take care of only this phone, then it's this is the only valuable in my life. So that's why we have to teach the right knowledge to the people. And based on that, that's why Krishna says that. And if the Krishna is the cause of Krishna is a witnesser only. Whatever is happening, he just witnesses. And Upadrashta Anumantacha Bharta Bhokta Maheshwara. So he is residing inside and he knew that what is our free will, where we are using our intention. So intention is very important. If my intention is to help you, which will benefit to you, even sometimes you may not like it. But that time, if you take it, you benefit it. Right? So we have to, that's why Krishna is giving that intelligence also. Is he speaking, which is beneficial to us, to me, or benefit to you? If whatever I am giving the advice, if it is beneficial for me, then you don't have to follow it. Just take it as information. But if it is going to be, at least we have to put some intelligence, right? And thinking that whatever he is saying, is it going to take me to one step closer to Krishna or one step away from Krishna? That intelligence we should have, right? So the instruction, maybe we don't like it. But that instruction probably is going to take us 10 steps towards Krishna. But usually what we do, we put a filter. Very beginning itself. He always says that. We don't even, we process so many nonsense things. Why she didn't look at me? Why she saw me like this? Maybe this, maybe this, maybe this. Oh, this may be this. And look, whole day, night, weeks and months also we start thinking that way. And when when hear something, then we don't even process it. I always says that. You know. So that's why we have to understand.
So entire episode, what is the conclusion?
The conclusion is Krishna had given, if we are in a devotion, Krishna clearly saying, I give the intelligence. By that intelligence, what is that full shloka?
Which sloka?
The 10.10. What was the 10? Tesham satatayitanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam yena mam upayantite. By that you come to me. So using that intelligence, connecting to me, and you will come to me. So that intelligence we have to use to come closer to Krishna. If we don't use that way, whatever the intelligence we have it is all useless. You better get rid of it. So that is what the conclusion is. So using that, we need to understand it. Where is my responsibility? Where to tolerate? Where to see that destiny? Like the Rama saw that, right? One place he said like destiny, and another place he took charge of it. He killed whole. And even before he killed Ravan, and he sent Hanuma as a Duta.
Okay.
And even before Mahabharata also, again Krishna went as a Duta.
Okay.
And not only for one time, again he sent Angada also, just before the battle.
Sorry, I have one question, Prabhuji. Why they don't deal each other? They sent one in the middle layer.
No, the individual people, as soon as we see that, we get the emotions, right? In the using that emotion, we don't use the intelligence, and we may kill each other also because of the anger. When Rama and Ravana, you never go together, right? That's why they sent a messenger. So they have to go as a messenger.
They both parties
Mediation.
And they
mediation, right?
Okay.
Because otherwise
the
see, you and me have a anger and enmity. As soon as you see me, you think you take me as an enemy only. And you don't even listen, right? Forget about that Sandhi. You don't even listen. And you wanted to kill, each other too. So that's why the mediation was there. So the mediation, who is...
The same way Krishna and Father middle Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. Right. Even we can't go Krishna.
Then
even Krishna comes and...
see also, we can't digest when we see the
right.
Krishna.
No, even if Krishna knocking the door and he said like, yeah, Baba, I came with my chariot, you come. I said like, I don't know who is it. He may take me somewhere. Because there we use a lot of intelligence. We use every intelligence.
You may take somewhere or no.
So this is the problem.
Show me something.
Because that is the intelligence. But that's why Krishna is not saying that I give the only buddhi. He said like I give the buddhi yogam. Because that buddhi I give you, using that buddhi you connect to me and you come to me. So always use the intelligence in a way that you come to me. Anything which helps in that process, it is a right. And anything is not helping, then it's just forget it. So in that process, how to get the Sangha? What Sangha are we getting it? Based on the Sangha, then we become like that. So that's why even just one Sadhu Sangha is enough actually to get out of this material world. And thinking like when we're getting the idea of like when can I go closer to Krishna? Even when you go to the temple, not that like, I see Krishna, and the way we have to behave that Krishna has to see us. When Krishna see us, then we don't have to worry anything, right? Otherwise we go in front, we fight actually. Up till there, and then even prasadam time also. People go one, like a fight there. Like I'm fast. And like where did I go? All the sadhana. There is no sadhana.
Okay, there is no tolerance.
Because there is no tolerance. So you have to tolerate there. Otherwise, if you wanted it, you go first, like a very beginning, 1 hour, 2 hours early, and go stand in the line. And you don't want to do that, but you wanted the first plate. When we go to the room, the travel, the yatras, and we look at that there. Mikey first. Where is Mikey? Your key also comes. No one will tolerate.
Yeah, no patience.
The Chaitanya Charitamrita, the beautiful story that Shivananda said, he takes, look at this beautiful thing, even 500 years back. He takes everyone, thousands of people, around 10,000 people. He pays their travel expenses and then any expenses. And the hotels, food, everything he was paying out of his pocket. And everyone was going there to the Jagannath Puri. And one district to another district, when you cross it, one state to other state, you have to pay the toll. You have to show all the documents. And Shivananda Sen was thinking that, why 10,000 people wait here? You all go, you continue it. I'll go, stand in the line. I'll make them verified and I'll come back. And this 10,000 applications and information, it takes time. And he was there, it got delayed, they went to Jagannath Puri, they are waiting for the rooms. And they were saying that this Shivananda Sen always does like this. And they were all complaining to Nityananda Prabhu. Because this Shivananda Sen, every time he does that, see, look at that, like we are hungry, we need to fresh up, and the kids are like. Then the Nityananda got angry. And he said, I caused this Shivananda Sen to die their kids. And when Nityananda came and his wife is crying, and Nityananda and Shivananda Sen went to Nityananda Prabhu, and he was paying obeisances, no expressions. And he kicked him. Because you made my all devotees, waiting there and, gave the suffering to them. And even after kicking it, he came back and he was cleaning his feet. Then Nityananda Prabhu was amazed by seeing his devotion. Then he blessed him. So this is how the, opposite way also we get the mercy.
His children alive, right?
Yeah, they were all alive, and he was the one, Kavipurna, and he wrote all the books, whatever the books we are reading from his books only. Look at that. But we don't tolerate it. We don't know, we always see that only my mind will be happy. So it is a dangerous one. But bhakti means that is what it chooses. So even the devotees also behave a little bit weird sometimes. But we shouldn't take it as a negative way. But there must be some reason why they are behaving like that. Right? So, but our understanding should be the right way. Otherwise, if something happening and, for example, I am speaking and the mic is there, mic is not working, the audience may think that he is not speaking. Some audience may think he is not speaking. Or some say a mic is problem. Oh, no, maybe the speaker is a problem. And oh yeah, everything is right, but his voice is low, These many perspective people take it. But what is the right way? Because we spend all the time here, but not the right place. So that's why we need to understand where to tolerate, where to take the action, responsibility, feeling the duty. So that's why Guru help us.
And are we going to closer to Krishna?
Right, that is our measurement. this tolerance, are we going closer to Krishna? If it is getting closer to Krishna, tolerate it. No matter what, tolerate it. No pain, whatever the pain is, tolerate it. Bharata. So we have to become a dhira. That's why it says like we have to become a dhira. Dhira, Veera, Gambhira. So we have to become like that.
Now Sundari Mataji also comes.
Right? So any other questions? Prabhuji,
Prabhuji, that means nobody thought of what Shivanand Prabhu is going through, getting the 10,000 checklist done.
right.
Oh my
No
goodness.
one, because they're not
They are thinking
tolerating
started
it.
thinking about
They
themselves.
do not have even tolerance because of he went for their sake. If they all stand in the line, it would have taken
Yeah.
longer time.
Longer time. Yes.
But no one takes that way. And
It happened in
no, we have
Kalida.
seen it. Even I fought with Asdarati Prabhuji also. Where is Mikey? I mean, like, now I'm realizing that like, why I fought with him. You know,
I know, Prabhu, when we sit, we talk, we feel that. But that moment,
That situation.
we act nicely. Same way I do.
But we learn, Mataji. That
no,
is
because of
that
that,
is
we
our
have to
first
contemplate
yatra.
it.
Yeah.
That is our first yatra. We don't know all these things, right? And after that, the next yatra, until our line comes, we stand there and we wait.
No, I told him clearly, first time.
Yeah.
If the room facilities are not good, I go and stay outside. He said like, oh, if you stay outside, you can't even come the bus. I said like, I can hire my own car.
Yeah, he fighted with me.
I told him, I can hire my own car, I can come. Then he surprised, like, he's shocked. What is this fellow is? So usually people like, why would we spend money, right? I said like, I am ready for it.
Now they don't take any offense because of.
Then he understood it.
Then now
Okay,
they are good friends now. Because of
No, because of,
and he explained his problem.
no,
also.
I told him, my sleep is
Very
night
light
sleep. And if someone's, staying with us
Snore.
and they snore, I can't sleep. And
Even
you
my
arrange
sister
it.
also says, she went lot of
Mhm.
lot of problems. But finally they said,
Yes.
please, yeah,
Please
don't,
forgive
yeah,
us,
don't,
yes.
get
Yeah.
us offended.
Happens, yes.
No.
They just
Go down.
Go down,
you know,
yes,
yeah,
Mataji, yeah.
obeisance, the final thing. But everyone fight nicely.
We are conditional souls.
No, even Indra,
These
Devatas
all-
also fight.
Yeah.
Indra also
We can't go
fight.
yatra.
But they are ultimately they are closer to Krishna. Even their fighting help getting closer to Krishna only. So this politics, the dualism is there everywhere.
When we
Everywhere.
standing in the to take the darshan for Tirupati in the line.
Within
Complete
2
light
seconds,
we
they'll
go.
push us in Tirupati.
Yeah.
It's
So
very,
that is very, very important. Like how we our understanding should be. And any activity, is it helping us going to closer to Krishna? That is the only
Whatever
measurement.
situation happened, we have to analyze later, right? Okay, am I did right thing or
Yeah,
am I
when-
did
when-
wrong?
see,
And,
You've done some activity.
Mm.
And even every day to life also, even wife and husband also.
mm,
If we say that, if sometimes, let's say, Nagendra can just told me something. And I may say that no. 99% I say no. And I say no, but later I contemplate it. Was it right to say no or is it like okay? When as soon as we start thinking about it, that means we are progressing it. And sometimes I say like no means no, then I don't even think about it. How other side of the person will take it, then we'll be in trouble because there is no progress. So as soon as we can, okay, I said no.